Welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
We're about 10 miles due east of the U.S. Capitol Building at Northwest Stadium in Landover. Tonight, a good one straight ahead. It's the Denver Broncos and the Washington Commanders. Tirico, along with my partner Greg Olson, it's Will Lutz, the kicker, who gets this started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They're led out by the former number 2 overall pick. That was back in 2015, Marcus Mariota.
It's just so nice to have a veteran like this on your roster that you know might not get a ton of reps in practice, might not get a ton of reps in the preseason, but when you need to turn to him, he's there and he's ready. They've been a starter in this league. They've had success. He knows how to manage a huddle. He knows how to read defenses. He does all the intangibles that you need to turn to when your team needs a settling force at quarterback. To have one of these guys, man, what a weapon.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 5. Now it's the Arizona product, that is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold them to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Has his man, it's Samuel. Pick up of the 11 yards on that one. Good for a Commanders 1st down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Debo. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
The offense comes to the sideline now. The quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the rest.
On 4th down, the Commanders going to send out their veteran Tress Way to punt. The Broncos have Marvin Mims out for the return.
Oh, looks like he may
causing a scene for a moment, but is taken down after a solid return. So the Broncos come out, and Greg, they are led by their QB of the future. Found their guy with the 6th quarterback selection in the 2024 draft. Second season now for Bo Nix.
You know, you think back, Mike, to a year ago, 6 quarterbacks taken in the first round of the NFL draft, and Bo Nix was probably the least heralded coming out of college, but was able to lead his team to the playoffs, and he really did it by earning his job out of training camp, and he never looked back. 29 touchdown passes, the most ever by a rookie in Broncos history.
Percy Butler on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here is 2nd down and 4. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That is caught, and it's Troy Franklin. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A gain there of 15. Good for a Denver first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
These were the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
On first down, it's Harvey. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd down. Again, it's Harvey. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Broncos.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it. Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. It's Nix. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. It's 3rd and 4. Back to throw is Nix. He finds Mims. It's complete. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
First down.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field. But they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
On the bootleg, it's Nix. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
Here's a first carry for their running back, and it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. Oh, he won't get there. Looking for a cutback lane. It never opened up. And now it's 4th down.
Well, what looked like an advantage for the offense, Mike, facing 2nd and short now, has turned into a win for the defense. Back-to-back stops for a loss. It brings up 4th down.
So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Hey, this upcoming week, it marks one of our favorite times of the year here at EA Sports. It's the kickoff to John Madden Thanksgiving Celebration Week. Big John's such a presence on that holiday for so many of us. And we look forward to a big slate of games coming up on Thanksgiving. Packers and Lions start things out, followed by the Chiefs and Cowboys. What a scene that will be. And then finally, the Bengals and the Ravens on Thursday night. And they'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Give them 14 on that play, one first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Now he'll run it.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and that run shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. To the rookie out of Virginia Tech, Jalen Lane. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. First down, Washington.
First and 10.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation. But now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 3.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my face compressor.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Throwing now from the gun. He'll try to run for it.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds. After that play, we have one of the commanders who is down. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. from the 29. Here's 2nd and 5. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll tuck it and take off.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Looking to convert for the 3rd time on this drive. They'll need another here. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick this up with a hot pass. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
Brings up 4th down and 1.
They'll go. Krosky Merritt has it. And he's going to have the Commanders' 1st down. Good work there. 4th and 1. They pick up 7 and pick up a new set of downs.
Washington.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
Caught at the 3. And they continue to churn out 1st down. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. 3-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Commanders with the football to begin the 2nd quarter as they go to work on 1st and goal. No handoff. He'll keep it himself, trying to fight his way into the end zone, but they will mark him short. Down at the 1.
Down in the red zone, design quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for. But in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short gain.
Krosky Merritt will take this one into the end zone. Touchdown, Commanders.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important. As this game unfolds, they get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Now Jake Moody for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Commanders move out to a 7-3 lead.
Commanders 7, Broncos 3.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Broncos offense are now ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Throwing, Nix. That's complete on the tight end screen. And they'll get about half what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, that is a run with Harvey. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
On 1st down, they'll stick with Harvey. And it's a short pickup to about the 42. Frankie Luvu there to make the play defensively.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Nix to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. 11 yards on the connection there. Good for a Denver first down.
And the Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So in regards to being used in the passing game, there's really 2 types of backs in this league. There's the check down back. He's able to just take the short gains and try to pick up more yards after catch. And then there's the back that can be used as a weapon. Man, when you got a guy like that in your passing game, it is a handful for defenses.
Oh, fine work there defensively. Got that hand in there. That pass is incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And it'll be 2nd down.
You just can't defend a pass much better than that, Mike. And the way they teach these defenders is attack the receiver's hand with your hands. That's the catch point that you want to disrupt, and makes a really nice play on the ball, and he's able to knock it out of bounds.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of
First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
at the 21-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll throw. It's Nix. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Really nice play there by the defender, Mike, and not only to force the incomplete, but it's the timing. Understanding if he gets there too early, you bring in PI. You get there too late, it leads to a completion. That time he times it just right and knocks the ball away.
To throw is Nix. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
And with that sack, it should put an end to what's been a very promising drive up until this point. Great job of bend without breaking. Get yourself off the field when the opportunity presented itself.
On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. This from 45 yards away. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Broncos are back within 1. It's 7-6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. Samuel going to see what he can do. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Commanders' offense sent back out, along with the guy who goes by Bill, Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. To throw here to begin the drive.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
At the 29-yard line.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll run with Krosky-Merritt, and they'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Commander's 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet inbounds.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet inbounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37. Now they'll set up to throw. That's Krosky-Merritt. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. Give them 27, and it's 1st and goal.
And this is so much of the skill sets that we're seeing around the league at the running back position. You don't want to have to sub your running back off the field, Mike, when you build what they call these empty or 5-wide sets. Can you keep your running back and run true receiver routes and be a threat? Because when you can.
And he's in. Zach Ertz. Touchdown, Washington. Is Moody to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Commanders will take a 14-6 lead.
Broncos 6.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. On the return, here's Mims. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to get back at it. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Now Nick's going to look to throw. That's taken in by Franklin. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 29-yard line.
On the ground, this is Harvey. They tackle him at the 38, but that run is good enough to pick up the 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good. Broncos 1st down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. First time they've whooped his way tonight.
It's a gain of 10.
Good time to do it. It's a 1st down. Play action now. It's next. Number 14 with a pickup of 14. And a 1st down.
That's another Broncos 1st down. A gain of 14.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field, and not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. It's a big-time play to secure that one.
Not much there. Maybe a yard.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Nix. Got it into the hands of Mims. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. 1st down, Broncos.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Still 1st down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. On the zone read, this is Nix. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
So it's just a simple read, but it's really well defended. They had both the give and the pull reads both accounted for, and the play ends up going nowhere.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 9. Work in the middle, that's Harvey. The elusiveness on display there. Nifty footwork setting up 1st and goal.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
Ball sitting at the 7. 1st and goal. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Frankie Louvu in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and and see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. Here now, second down and goal. He'll look to throw. Left side, that's complete. It's Sutton. And they get a little bit back there, but still a long ways to go coming up with third and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll discuss what's to come. Fourth down is looming. On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Broncos are back within 5.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Commanders' offense headed back out, along with the guy who goes by Bill, Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Short one there. He's got Ertz.
Number 86, Zach Ertz. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 36-yard line.
Here's second and 2. They'll throw out of the gun. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. Third down coming up.
Every team has those vertical shots, Mike. They're on the call sheet, and they feel like they can get behind the defense. I think that was one of them, and just couldn't quite connect downfield because he had pretty good separation.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. Over the middle and take it in. He's got it. A gain of 16 on that pass play. First down, Washington.
And the Commanders first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So, big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points. Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So, once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. To McLaurin, they connect again. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Commander's first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller, him and the quarterback, seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Brings up second and 4 at the 27-yard line.
They'll come up now for second down and 4. Back to the air one more time. He'll step up and run this. And that's a veteran quarterback doing what veterans do. Don't take the extra hit. Got the first down, get down. The drive continues. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called.
Somebody got to do it. Somebody got to do it. I take the G. Watch him do it. He's surprised outside off from the music. They like ready home. This is Alpha and Omega. Welcome home.
So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. This from 34 yards. Moody's kick is good. And the Commanders can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that kick will help extend the lead, but remember, Mike, it's still a one-possession game. Halftime's right around the corner, so both teams, there's a lot of work left to be done before we crown a winner here.
Final second now of this first half as this one is away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Nix, now to throw it here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula as they come out for the second half. It's about to get underway. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Oh, and and got down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense and running back R.J. Harvey heading back to the field. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Back to throw is Nix. That's swung out to Harvey. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards. Straight ahead goes Harvey. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Throwing. Nix. That's caught by Harvey. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped. And that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
So barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it looks like this is going to be a 3 and out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
And this is going to work out just fine. Kick goes out of bounds at the 5-yard line. The Commanders' offense getting ready for their opening possession of this 2nd half. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. The motion man here is McClure. Start the drive with Krosky Merritt. And he's trying to get upfield, but cannot do it. Now backwards to the 2.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
A run here. It's Chris Rodriguez. And he'll be marked down up around the 18-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Washington.
Washington, 1st down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Set to go now on 1st and 10. A run out of the gun. Krosky Merritt. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
It is 2nd and 9. Now this looks like a design run. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And you can tell pretty quickly, Mike, that once the quarterback started chopping his feet, that there was nowhere for him to go. Great job by the defense, not only reading quarterback run, but getting him down behind the line.
It is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Work in the middle. He's got Ertz. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Broncos offense ready to get back to work. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Got a man over the middle, there's Sutton. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
It's a gain of 14.
A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
RPO, he's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And I think a Bronco player was able to get in there. He was, so Denver keeps possession of the football.
And I feel like we see this so often, Mike, especially with how good these receivers are after the catch. They're so eager to pick up that extra yardage. Sometimes they don't completely put the ball away, and with how good these defenders are at knocking it loose, pretty fortunate on that one. His teammate was there to prevent that from being a turnover. So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and now it's 4th down. The Broncos bringing out their punter. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Commanders' offense and Marcus Mariota set to take over once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. To begin the drive, and it's Krosky Merritt. And he shows off his strong legs running through one tackle. Give him a gain of 8.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And the D closes quickly. He stopped after a gain of a yard. The linebacker Jonathan Cooper on the tackle. Third and inches. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
The motion man here is McLaurin. Little quick pass, the receiver heading left. A very nice defensive play there. They'll let you complete passes if they're going to end up like that. It's a completion, but a loss of yards.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. He'll drop to throw. That's complete. John Bates, the tight end. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Up the middle, Krowski Merritt, and he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. A quick slant on the money to McLaurin. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball's incomplete.
And you can see the quarterback, he's looking up at the Jumbotron after that throw, Mike. He knows he just got away with one, and he's thinking, all right, what do I got to do to make an adjustment that it's not so close the next time?
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Gonna give the ball over on down.
These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted. But let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big 4th down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
Drive starts on the ground, and this is Harvey. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. He'll get this one out to his fullback. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
So, Mike, there's this idea that every time a defense blitzes, it has to result in a sack. But there's a lot of other ways that you can impact the play, and we see it here. Get the ball out of the quarterback's hand, get it to the check down, and now you just need to rally tackle and bring him down for a loss.
That's complete. Taken in by Franklin. And he'll be taken taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
He's got it inside the 5. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up first and goal.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Tyler Bidet. Touchdown, Denver. It felt like they needed a touchdown. Greg, in the worst way, after getting those early field goals to find the end zone. Big boost for this offense.
And it felt like they really needed it. As you said, Mike, to come away with 3 previous drives ending in field goals and not being able to cross it over the goal line for 6, it starts to wear on you as an offense. You start having a little doubt, saying, hey, can we finish any of these drives? Now they finally do, and we can expect this to kind of start to roll throughout the rest of this game.
The Broncos will line up
from the shotgun. Here's Nix. He's got a man. Take it in for 2. And we are all tied here in the third quarter.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Samuel, gonna see what he can do. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll run, and this is Jeremy McNichols. And he'll have a Commanders first down as the tackle's made at about the 38-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 30.
So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Now they'll set up to throw. A screen set up for Krosky-Merritt. And hits, and that's a pickup of 8.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
2nd and a yard. Run over center, that's Krosky-Merritt. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and He put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. Now a shot downfield for Samuel. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
Now fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. The Broncos offense, and Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Remember this one thing. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards. That's good for Broncos. 1st down. A 4-yard pickup on the play. And the Broncos 1st down.
Again, it's Harvey. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and
8. Working out of the gun. It's Nix. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
That's caught right side. It's Franklin. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain of 21 on that pass play. Good for a Denver 1st down.
You get in these situations, 3rd down, tie game, 4th quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You are going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And he continues to come up with these 3rd down pickups and continues to extend this drive. He's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late.
Here's Harvey. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. From the 43, here's 2nd and 5. A run once more, that's Harvey. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
So gain on the yard. And it's 3rd down.
The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. To throw is Nix. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
And the Broncos bring out their punter. They'll kick it away. Important punt here in this tie game late. This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to take over once again. We're all even, fourth quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Samuel has it working the middle. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Gets a quick throw over to Samuel. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Open man, right side. He's got it. A gain there of 11. Good for a Commanders first down.
That's good for a Washington first down.
It's a pretty simple read. It's man coverage. They run a little interference on the inside, and that makes it hard for the defender to stick with their man, and it leads to an easy pitch and catch.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
It looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got McLaurin. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
They'll motion the slot man right. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's got a man. It's McLaurin. They get 18 on the pitching catch. 1st down, Washington.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
Hey, that's about as exciting a 1-yard run as you're going to see all game. Found a way to dodge that first would-be tackler, but not much after that.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Right back to Krosky Merrill. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is third down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. And they'll bring it back out to the 20-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll begin with 1st and 10. On the handoff, running left is Harvey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
On the right side by Sutton. It's number 14 with a pickup of 14. And a first down.
First down. A gain of 14.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
This one to the tight end, Troutman. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor, and this time it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
They'll go with the sneak. That's going to be pretty close. Looked at first glance that he had it in. He does. First down.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
Got it into the hands of Mims. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. They get 15 on that game. First down, Broncos.
First down. A gain of 15. First down, Broncos.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. And that one's just too long to get going. They'll come up and stop him before the lineman could get out to lead the way. After that play, we have one of the commanders who is down. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. Throwing. Nix. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Here comes Will Lutz in a big spot. This to grab a late lead.
A 39-yard attempt.
And this one right down the middle. It's good. They move out front and take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
So they lead by 3 here in this 4th quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. Samuel, going to see what he can do. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's swung out to Krosky Merritt, and he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
2nd and 12.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
He'll drop to throw. That's to Krosky Merritt, and he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle gets him down behind the line.
Back at the 26-yard line.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. Sometimes it's just a case of taking what the defense gives you. And here's one of those examples. There's nowhere for him to go with the ball. For a minute, it looked like he was going to be able to pick up this 1st down with his legs. The defense rallies, brings him down short of the 1st down marker, sets up 4th down.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Back to throw. That's taken in. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. Double as good there. They get the 1st down and save a timeout.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for 4th down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense.
Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd. And we'll stop it with a little over 30 left in the game. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Into the hands of Lane. He's got it. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now the Commanders will use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining on the clock. Pressure time, no timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big 1st down. They'll look to throw again. He takes off.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
It is 2nd down and 5. Here we go. One final play. And deep for the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. They took the end zone shot of the final play. It's a heartbreaking finish, and this one will come to an end. So it is a win for the visiting Broncos. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half, no points allowed, and they cruised to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. Good night from just outside our nation's capital.